There is no limit to the amount of time that an aluminum can be recycled. In this speech, I'm going to tell you about what recycling does for us, how it protects us, and also how you can make a difference. Recycling does many things for us. One thing that it does for us is that it saves energy. The reason that recycling saves energy is because it takes a lot less energy to use the recycled materials rather than starting over from scratch with using the raw materials that would take a long time to get and go through the process with. The energy that it saves is the need to extract, refine, transport, and process the raw materials. Another thing that recycling does for us is it creates jobs. According to the REI, or otherwise known as the U.S. Recycling Economic Information Study, there are as many as to 26 different kinds of businesses. Some of these include collection, processing, transformation, marketing, the recycling, training, education, and then there are many more. Another thing that recycling does for us is it saves money. The reason that it saves money is because you don't have to start from scratch and buy all the new materials to make a new product out of the old. Just like, for example, paper. Instead of going down and cutting the tree and going through the whole process of that, they can just take the old paper that we have recycled and turn that into new paper. Recycling also helps to protect the environment. It reduces the need for extracting, refining, and processing new materials. Another thing that it does to help protect our environment is creating awareness. Once someone starts, or a group starts to recycle, others tend to get interested in it, and then they want to start to also recycle and help more, and they tend to eventually see the importance in recycling. So that creates the awareness of the importance that it is to recycle. Another thing is that it helps preserve our natural resources. We don't have to necessarily cut down trees all the time unless we really needed to make more paper. And because there's really no point in cutting down a tree when we have all the resources that we need from the old paper if we recycled it. My last point is that you can make a difference. There are so many different ways that you can recycle at home. One thing that you can do to recycle at home is recycle your pop cans. Instead of throwing them in the trash can, you can get another trash can, put a trash bag in that, and then fill that one up with only cans or other aluminum products. Another way that you can recycle at home is your old clothes. Rather than just throwing them out, you can either take the old product and make it into a new thing. Like, take your old jeans and you can make them into shorts rather than throwing them away. Or you can even give them to someone else if you're not going to use them anymore. You can recycle at your workplace with paper. Instead of throwing the paper away in the trash can, you can set a box next to the printer, and instead of throwing it in the trash, you put it in the box beside the printer. And then once the box gets full, you can go and take it to the recycling bins that they have. And the last thing that you can do is recycle in your community. If you see a can or plastic or something that can be recycled just laying out on the ground, instead of just walking away from it, pick it up and take it to a recycling bin. Hopefully, I have made you want to recycle.